There we go. There we are. We're live. Good deal. All right. Hey, guys. Hello, everybody. I am Danny. And who are you?
I'm Wanda. I'm trying to eat.
From Deep South Homestead.
I almost had to do this by myself, guys.
Y'all, look, I just ran in here. I mean, literally, I come
5 minutes ago.
5 minutes, less than 5 minutes ago. I come running in here and...
I already had the title typed out.
Yep.
Chat with Danny and lunchtime with Danny and Wanda, or just Wanda.
Or just Wanda.
And then I had to change it because he did show up last minute.
Yeah. I was over at the neighbor's house.
One of the neighbors.
One of the neighbors. We got several. All right. We got Lou's Northern Home. Mike the Creek Man Jones. I read some of his comments the other day he put on our videos. There's Juanita Speak.
From Atlanta.
Atlanta. All right.
Okay,
the way the glare is on this, and I'm going to have to look hard to see the screen.
I know, we've got something going on
There's
here.
something crazy about the lighting in here.
Our lighting's getting weird.
Yeah.
I've got a hamburger patty from the meat that we bartered for.
Yep.
I put a little bit of mustard on it. I couldn't find my ketchup, and I didn't need to go down to the cellar to hunt ketchup,
No,
so I didn't have time.
Cellar to hunt ketchup.
I have some dill. I have sweet relish.
Sweet relish, yeah.
That Heather, Lori, and I made from Armenian.
Hello, Bonter.
Like
yeah.
Armenian.
Armenian cucumbers.
Yeah, those things are good. They make some really good relish. And then I have some of our homegrown potatoes, and I have a new cooker. Pull up the cooker right quick.
Okay, okay, guys. Oh, wait.
Do the kasori right quick, right there at the top.
Okay, there you are. Let me get over here to where it's at. There we go.
Y'all, I'm going to do a review on this cooker. It beats the air fryer. I didn't think anything could
think anything would beat the air fryer, but my friends, this thing blows it out of the water.
This is crazy. These are awesome. I cooked them in coconut oil and just did a little bit of coconut oil compared to what I usually do with the air fryer. It's about the same amount of oil.
Yep.
This is a multi-purpose cooker. Kasori has agreed to do a giveaway. So I think on the 28th, I'm going to be doing a review on this thing. And guys, y'all, somebody's going to get to win one, and you are going to love. I mean, I have not been this excited over a cooker.
She ain't been this excited over a cooker. And I'll tell you what, now, I'm basically eating the same thing. Let me get my plate around here. I got a hamburger patty made out of the same meat and the potatoes cooked in the kasori. Guys, look, this is as close to a McDonald's French fry, if you want to put it that way, as you're ever going to get.
It's good.
It's good.
It just takes figuring out how to do it. And this cooker is multi-purpose, and y'all, I'm loving it.
Hello, Aldermans. I was on y'all's live stream when you turned the goats in the garden. I just didn't say anything.
Yeah, we bounce in and out because we're in a hurry.
Yeah.
So they're wanting to know what the explosion was. It like scared the crap out of us.
You want to use the word crap on here, excuse our language, but Wanda and I were sitting in the house yesterday, and this huge explosion went off. And it sounded like it was right in our yard.
Sounded like a cannon going off.
Like a cannon, yeah. Like you'd hear one of these old-fashioned cannons at I don't know, like a recreation of the Revolutionary War or something. And
yes, I have heard cannons going off, so I know what it sounds like.
Yeah. So we were, I told her, we just ran out the door. I said, what happened? You know, we looked, and we looked.
Didn't find
anything. We heard some noise over to the neighbor's house, and we said, well, maybe it was neighbors are burning some garbage in a paint can or something exploded or whatever. So we came back in. We were eating, I think, as a matter of fact.
We were just sitting there.
What? And it was after lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were just sitting there talking, and then Danny disappears.
Yeah.
And Brian Laurie comes up, and Danny comes back in, and he goes, oh, by the way, I know what happened a while ago. And I'm going, what? Show him the first picture.
Well, first of all, I've been taught how to use my peripheral vision to find things if I need to find them. Not because lots of times you can look at something and look right at it and never see it.
And we did.
And we did that, and I went outside and I just stood there and I used my peripheral vision. I said, what is out of place? What is not normal? And after I stood there about 5 minutes, I spotted it. And this, my friends, is
all the way down.
it's all the way down, ain't it? Okay.
All the way down to 1.
To 1?
Go to 1.
Okay, let me get to 1 right here. This is what happened. You see that lawnmower sitting right there? The sun was beaming down directly. What?
Between the house?
Yeah, between the house and my shed. The sun was beaming down directly
on the lawnmower.
On the lawnmower tire.
This was probably about 1 o'clock.
About 1 o'clock, the sun was coming down at a direct angle right on top of that tire on the front there. And the explosion we heard was that tire right there that you're looking at just blew out from the heat of the sun. And I had just used the lawnmower the day before, so I know there was nothing wrong with the tire.
And he had not used it that day at all, so it didn't get hot.
This is where it happened, where that sun had blew that tire out sitting right there. It literally, I mean, I gotta get rid of
Go back to 1 more.
Hold on.
And that's what it looked like. I mean,
it actually blew the tube and everything out, just sitting there. The lawnmower hadn't even been used that day. And
just 5 minutes before, I had been out there within 10 feet of that lawnmower taking pictures because Danny, I forgot to put pictures of the woodshed.
Yeah.
Danny was working on the woodshed. And so he had just come in, and I went out to take pictures of what he had just done on the woodshed. And if I had been out there 5 minutes later and that thing blew while I was standing there, Danny would have thought I'd been shot because I would have screamed and had a heart attack.
I would have thought somebody shot her.
I swear, I was just out there 5 minutes before. And so we've been hearing people say that things explode in the sun, and we were just not thinking, wasn't thinking about anything exploding, but it really, really does happen. So all your plants that are burning up.
Glory family. Are you sure Brian didn't shoot it?
I don't know if Brian knows how to shoot a gun. Does he?
I don't know.
We'll have to see.
I don't even know, to be honest. I mean,
we've never seen him shoot.
I've never seen. Well, I know he has a gun because I went and set the scope on it.
True. I have a question you might not know, but Saturday I had 2 roosters killed, throats ripped out and left. Hens are all in hiding, but didn't lose any of them. Do you know what might would have done that? That's mama cat.
Their throats were ripped out. That's a couple of things. It could be a weasel, or it could be a hawk. Because a hawk usually starts from the head and goes down on an animal. It could have been that they killed the 2 roosters, or it could have been, well, usually a weasel does exactly the same thing. The lighting's bad on our computer, guys. If you see us have to get up close like this.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on in here
today.
The
sun's at a different spot or something, because usually it comes in and we get more sun in here. But today it's almost like everything's in a fog, and the sun is perfectly bright outside.
Yeah, it's so bright outside.
Can we turn it?
Can we turn it a little bit, maybe?
That's worse. Maybe that's better.
Maybe that's a little bit better. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway. But yeah, weasels will do that. Now, was it done at night or was it done during the day?
What would do it during the day?
Because if it was at night, it could have been a possum, it could have been a coon. Coons will do that too if it was at night, but during the daytime, it more than likely was probably a hawk or something.
Some people think raccoons did it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably raccoons.
Yeah, especially if it was in a low light area.
Yeah, because they like to come out at night.
Yeah.
Somebody said, was someone shooting tannerite? I don't know what that is. So.
I don't know.
No, it was the tire exploded. Weasel drains the blood usually.
Yeah.
Someone said it could have been a raccoon.
She said it was at night.
Yeah.
It was probably a coon or a weasel. It's going to be one of the 2.
Y'all are making me hungry. Hey, this is deep south all the way, except for the meat, and I bartered for the meat.
They said try changing the brightness on your screen.
I don't know how to do that.
No, I can do it, but I can't do it with all the screens I have pulled up. If I go to clicking on something else, half of them will go away.
Yeah, all our screens will start disappearing. Aletha is from Laurel, Mississippi.
Laurel. Oh, what's for lunch? We have kasori cooked potatoes and hamburger.
Yeah, y'all, these fries are
The
almost
fries are,
like you fried them in deep fried oil.
I'm telling you,
So I'm gonna try okra,
yes.
and we're gonna do the sweet potato fries. If they taste anything like this is perfect. This is without the oil. I mean, yeah, I put a little bit of coconut oil, but I'm not frying in it.
Yeah, you're not frying in it.
And this is awesome. And they're
And for
crispy.
those of you who got in late, there's actually going to be a giveaway coming up on one of these fryers.
Well, it's called a multi-cooker. And see, I do have the what do you call it? The pressure pot, the plug-in pressure pot, plug-in pressure pot. That's a mouthful. From Kasori, and it is the pressure cooker. But I really don't like that. I'm kind of scared of the pressure part of it, and so I've used that 3 or 4 times. But this one is not under pressure or anything, and it will cook anything from yogurt to obviously frying potatoes.
You can bake a cake.
I did a casserole in it the other day. What else did I do? A soup yesterday. Show Ashley. Yesterday, Ashley was here.
Yeah, we had one of our YouTube subscribers here, Ms. Ashley. She came by to learn how to can potatoes.
Yeah, and Ashley and I made soup in it, and I made a like a taco soup type thing, and oh my goodness, it was awesome. I had it for supper, I had it for lunch and supper, and Ashley had a big bowl of it. It was really, really, really good.
Yeah.
And show them the sweet potatoes we did.
Okay.
We did 2 canners of sweet potatoes yesterday. They turned out beautiful.
Beautiful.
Now show them the floor.
This is what, guys, before I go to the floor, we've only dug 3 rows of our sweet potatoes.
And I've only canned 2 canners.
Now, 2 canners.
And this is what it still looks like.
And we have about 7 more in one field, 1 in another field, several containers, 2 or 3 raised beds still to go. Oh, wrong one. I'm sorry, guys.
That's the floor.
That's Ms. Wanda's dining room floor.
After I canned 2 canners of sweet potatoes.
After we can potatoes.
Yeah. Lou says she uses her pressure cooker for everything. I just can't get into the pressure cooker. Now, I like my...
We'll probably sell it. It's brand new if somebody wants one.
Yeah, I'm probably going to sell it because I'm getting too many appliances. But I like my crock pot. I am a crock pot fanatic because I can put something in it and it slow cooks it to death and it's falling apart tender.
Yeah.
I've tried the pressure cooker, and as long as it's small amounts of meat, it seemed to do okay, like the lamb chops and things like that. It would cook them and make them tender. I tried a roast in it one time. I haven't tried it again because I don't like roast that's not tender.
Right.
It just would not cook. I guess it was done and it was tender, but it wasn't falling apart tender.
Yeah, you're used to everything just falling apart.
You had to slice it, and it was still, to me, tough. I call it tough. Most people would say it's tender. He likes things undone, so it doesn't matter. And so I just haven't gotten into the pressure cooker thing, you know, the Instapot or whatever you want to call it. I just couldn't. I can't think to. It's too many appliances. And I like the air fryer. I've been using it a lot. But when I got this new thing this week, it's called a multi-purpose cooker.
Yeah.
I am loving it. I've loved everything I've done with it's been great. So I can see it staying on my cabinet and using it every day. Every day.
We're probably going to sell the Instapot or cooker or whatever you call it.
It's a pressure pot.
Pressure pot. We're going to sell a Wonder Mill because we got a brand new Wonder Mill.
I don't like the Wonder Mill.
We don't like the Wonder Mill. There's nothing wrong with it.
If y'all are looking for one, let me know.
It's just not what we thought we wanted. It doesn't. We were looking for something more to grind feed and corn and all that with, and it's just not.
To make grits, and the Wonder Mill will not do grits. All it does is flour.
It does flour. It will not do grits. And we wanted something to do grits, so you know we're gonna probably.
The multi-purpose cooker is not like the Instapot.
No.
It's made similar, but it's not under pressure, and that's why I like it. And Simple Life, I use my air fryer a lot. I really do because I can't fry anything.
Right.
But with this multi-purpose cooker, I'm going to do a video and several videos probably before long. This thing is put out by Kasori, and this is wonderful. I'm going to tell you everything I've cooked in
this
it
right here
has been spot on.
This is outstanding here now. This here make you slap your mama, the old saying goes.
Mm-hmm. They have got them down, you know, pretty well. Okay. So, where are we at?
Butter beans.
This is some Danny picked this week, and we've had butter beans for a couple of meals. And these were grown in containers, right?
Yep. These are all container grown.
So, yeah, the Wonder Wheel just won't do corn. Most of it doesn't do corn very well. It may do other grains.
If you want to make flour, any kind of flour, it's perfect for making flours.
Yes.
Or you can make corn flour with it.
I made corn flour, but
you can make corn flour.
I want corn meal, and I want bread.
Yeah, we were hoping we could do corn meal, and it's a little too fine for us. Like if you're going to make cornbread or something like that, it's just a little too fine for us. We want a little bit more gritty. That's what happens when you're down south. We're just used to being gritty.
Yeah. Mississippi Gulf Coast Gardener wants to know, do you drink coffee? And if so, what kind and how do you brew it?
I quit drinking coffee about, oh gosh,
7 or 8 years.
7 or 8 years ago. It took me about 2 or 3 weeks of going through the DDTs to get past it. But I finally did. And now I've drank for the last 7 years. I've drank nothing but water. So Ms. Wanda drinks coffee though.
Every day.
Every day. I get up every morning and fix her coffee.
Yeah, I don't even make it. Danny does. Yep. I have a small coffee maker that makes 2 cups, or about 2 cups. It's called a 4-cup, but it's actually 2 of my cups.
Yeah.
And I use a variety of coffees. I've had people send me all kinds of coffees. I have anything from Louisiana to Maxwell House and Folgers that I buy, and then I've got all variety brands. I've had people send me, and one of them that was sent this week was a combination. It was it Guatemalan coffee?
Guatemala.
It was from Guatemala, or that's the name on it. I'm not sure if it was from there, but the name was Guatemala.
It's called Guatemala coffee.
And it had pineapple, I want to say chocolate, figs. It had like 4 or 5 things in it, and oh my goodness, it's some good coffee.
Mama Cat says, what would cause me to have gorgeous potato plants, but not one potato underground? I'm in Texas. If I keep watering, could we still get some potatoes as fall comes on? I don't know what I did wrong. Are they like red potatoes or are they sweet potatoes? Are they Irish potatoes or sweet potatoes? I mean, I don't know which potato when you say potato.
And 2, how long they've been in the ground.
How long they've been in the ground.
If you did sweet potatoes, was it slips you put in there instead of just the whole potato?
Yeah, if you take a sweet potato and just put the whole potato in the ground, you probably never have a potato. But if you put slips in the ground, then it should have grown potatoes.
Simple Life says, not giving up my coffee. The only way I mean, I like my coffee. I don't usually give up coffee. But if something happened, I have a supply. But when it runs out, I would go to teas. And I have all my herbs here to make my own teas, because we grow a variety of herbs around here, just because if I have to quit coffee, I'll be drinking tea. So that's why we grow what we do.
Carol Cruz, do y'all do your own butchering? Yes, we do all of our own butchering. Occasionally we'll take an animal to the butcher house, but it's only if it's in the heat of the summer and I just don't have time to get to it. Mama says red potatoes, been in the ground since May. The only thing I can tell you is too much nitrogen and too much water. If you got too much water and too much nitrogen, and it makes potatoes underground, a lot of times the potatoes are just rot. You'll never know they were even there.
I'll be back.
So it's more than likely too much nitrogen, because potatoes need nitrogen, but not too much nitrogen. And they need a little bit of water, but they don't need very much water. So I'm trying to go back and catch some of these other questions. I heard you can grind okra seeds to make coffee. Free coffee. Yeah, Mississippi Gulf Coast Gardener, you can do that, but it takes a lot of okra seeds to make coffee. That was called a poor man's coffee during the Civil War time.
Chris sent me a message saying that people was getting on to him saying he would whack Hank, and I said, I have to whack Hank every now and then. So Grizz is saying I'm the one that does it, not him. And that's true. Hank gets whacked every now and then because he is hard-headed.
Yep.
Now we have a
He gets tapped on the nose. Carol Cruz says, do you have a smokehouse? Yes, we do.
There's Hank. Y'all see those sad eyes? He looks up with those sad eyes, and it just don't do any good when he won't come and he's being disobedient.
When he's disobedient,
I still have to whack him.
He's got to be whacked on the nose or somewhere. So, but yeah, we do have a smokehouse. We do smoke our own bacon. We do smoke everything here. As a matter of fact, when people ever get my bacon,
they want him to keep making.
They want me to keep making bacon all the time, and I told them, I said, I can't make enough bacon for everybody. I told them, I said, but they go, oh my God, I can never eat store-bought bacon again. And when I tell them store-bought bacon is not real bacon to start with.
Well, it's real bacon. It's not smoked bacon.
It's not smoked. It's chemically chemically done. It's not real.
It is actual pig.
It's actually pork. It's pork belly, but it's chemically done.
That's what I'm saying. It's bacon, but
now they put chemicals in it to keep it from splattering in the skillet. They use erythrobates and all this kind of stuff in it now, which is not good for you.
Yeah, I'm with Barnyard Chicken. We don't want to waste our okra just for the seeds. Now, if we had like a field of okra, and we let the whole field go, I might make it a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks with coffee. I'm talking, you would have to have acres of okra to have enough seeds.
Oh, you'd have to have, oh my gosh.
To provide me and coffee for a year, right?
Yeah. Christy said, I've only had store bacon. Then you don't know what real bacon is.
Yeah.
When you get real home-cured, home-smoked bacon,
it is totally different.
Everybody who's ever been by here and got mine said, oh my God, I will never eat store-bought bacon again.
Yeah, Lou, when it's raining a lot, you don't want them to spoil in the ground. They'll start rotting. So you do need to check them if it's been raining a lot.
Yeah.
Do you have videos on bacon? Yes. We have a whole playlist on curing meats and bacons and things.
Yeah, we have that. Yeah, Time to Sow says real bacon is heaven. It really is.
It 100% different.
It takes 7 days to cure it, and then a day for me to smoke it. But man, I'm gonna tell you, when I do, we've had some people come buy our bacon and actually eat a whole pound at one time just because they couldn't quit eating it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You're a lucky man who goes. We are lucky to have a man who goes every Friday to the local market and sells home cured meats. Yeah, that is awesome. Do we have a bacon video? Yes, we have several.
We have several.
Type in smoking bacon, Deep South Homestead, and it'll probably pull it up.
We've got ones on making pork skins.
How to make
pork skins out of pork skin.
Yeah, and how to cure the bacon itself.
How to cure the bacon itself. We got 2 videos on that.
And by the way, on one of them, it's too much salt.
Yeah.
We have 2 videos. The later video, and it's hard to pull a video down and do any changing. You lose a lot of stuff. So we did videos. The first one is, I think you had a cup of salt, and the second one is a half a cup of salt.
Half a cup.
The half a cup is what you need. We had to learn because when we did it the first time, it was a little salty. All you got to do if it gets too salty is soak it in some warm water for 5 minutes before cooking it, and it pulls most of the salt out, and it's still good bacon. Do not throw it away, guys.
Don't throw it away. Yeah.
Just soak it a little bit right before you take and cook it.
Yeah, the grass-fed place in Lucedale, yes, I've heard of that. The only thing about grass-fed meat, let me tell you, when wintertime comes, you do not want to buy an animal that's on ryegrass fed all winter on ryegrass only, because it leaves a bad taste in the meat. The meat will actually have a grassy taste. So be cautious about that if you buy grass-fed beef in the wintertime.
Ingrid Cole says they're missing it, was getting morning glories out of the garden. Somebody asked about morning glories on one of our things. Asked, did we have morning glories?
Yes.
We do, but not if we can help it. We are not growing them on purpose.
No, we pull every one of them things we see.
We get rid of every one we can. They're not too bad in our garden right now because we
pulled up so many of them.
So many. But if you ever let them get out of hand, you're gonna fight them. Lou said they use salt and sugar cure. We've used the brown sugar cure. We've used maple syrup cure.
We've done it with honey. We've done it with brown sugar. We've done it with maple syrup. I haven't used just regular white sugar yet.
No, we've never used white
sugar.
It's always brown. So I could buy it now and store it. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Grizz has changed to better get thumbs up or I'm going to whack Hank.
Oh.
Gets him off the hook, doesn't it?
Gets him off the hook, yeah.
Grizz, you just Grizz. He's done blaming me. I opened my mouth, had to whack Hank.
The Music Well says it's 77 degrees in Middle Tennessee, in southern Middle Tennessee, unheard of in August. At lunchtime, winter is coming. Yes, guys, the cold weather is coming. It's right around the corner. That's why I'm adding on to my woodshed right now.
Yeah, a video coming up in the next week or two.
Serenity.
I can't see if it's RV. Do you free range your hens or keep them pinned up?
We keep them pinned up, but we pile green stuff in there for them. If you watched our video the other day, you saw me coming around with a tractor putting green Florida parsley in there for them to eat, them and the turkeys. Yes.
Now this winter, we're talking about free ranging them some, but we have so many predators that we can't just leave them 24 hours a day doing what they want to do. It would be, what we've usually done is free ranged while we're outside, and then we bring them back in.
Yeah, as long as we're out there, we'll let them loose.
Yeah. That's how we usually free range our chickens, is letting them just run around for an hour, hour and a half, putting them back up because of predators.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jennifer. That's your daughter, Jennifer.
Yep, I see her.
Okay. Let's see. I'm not sure. Do we have any more pictures? I forgot what all we had up.
Yeah, no.
Are we through with
Well, hold on.
I think we're through with pictures, but I can't remember. Oh, my candy corn plant.
Hold on. There it is. Right there, we skipped over the most important part of everything.
Hey, Ashley, she's late. She wants to know what blew up. The tractor tire.
No, the lawnmower tire.
Lawnmower tire, I mean. Lawnmower tire.
The lawnmower tire blew up, sweetheart. It just didn't happen while you was here. I wish it would have.
Was that after she left? No, that was the day before, wasn't it?
No, she left. It was yesterday.
Are you sure?
Yes. Because Brian came over yesterday.
Okay, my days are mixed up.
Okay, y'all, here it is.
If you've never seen a candy corn plant before, this is what they look like. It is a vine. It grows up. I've got it in the front in a container, and I've got a stake in it, and it started growing. And Life in Farmland, his wife, Jenna, sent me this plant, and I asked her how hers was doing. She bought one too. She said hers was looking pitiful. So I'm waiting to see if just how hers does, but she's in Minnesota. And she shipped it to me in Mississippi, and mine is flourishing. It is looking awesome. This is about the third or fourth bloom I've had on it, and it's starting to go up my post, and we will be putting it inside the house for the winter. I will not leave it outside, but I will be bringing it in, but it is growing and doing wonderful. And that's not the only name. It's got another name, and I don't remember what it is. So you can look up candy corn plant, and it'll, if you're interested. And I also got a gift. I'm not telling them what today.
Hold on, Saddle Ridge. Saddle Ridge, that probably wasn't a hawk, because a hawk, when he catches a chicken, usually sits and eats it right where he catches it at. Mm-hmm. It was more than likely a coon or a possum climbed in and out of the pen and took them away. Because a possum or a coon, more or less a possum would drag them off. Way into the woods and eat them. A coon will eat them right there, but a possum will usually drag them off.
Yeah, and so I got something today. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but I'm going to do a video next week on it. It's very special. Came from a very special friend, and she and I are going to get together. I'm hoping to Facebook time her and us talk about it, and then I'll put both of us up, maybe do a video or something where we're talking about it. But y'all, it has to do with candy corn.
It has to do with candy corn. They're a longtime friend of ours.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. I looked at it. Miss Wanda almost cried. I mean, it was just.
It was special.
It was special.
Anything to do with candy corn is special.
It's special, but this tops everything, I think, right here.
And I'll have Heather over, and we'll be doing some pictures and some video and stuff, and because Heather takes some really good pictures. She's really a professional with it. Even though she's only 14, she does an excellent job. And so I'm going to let her take pictures, some video, and I think it'll be awesome. Y'all will like it, but it's going to be on Crazy Days. Now, that means you got to go over to Crazy Days to see what I got. And it'll be in the next 2 to 3 days.
Mississippi Gulf Coast Gardener, you can do it either way. They'll sprout in water or in soil. Either way. The soil is just going to have to be kept damp if you do it. Fence is almost 5 feet high and deer fence over that, ground to top. What else can I do but to keep them in the run? Not happy with that, Salary says. Well, the only other way is put a top on it.
Yeah, our chicken pen has a top.
All of our chicken pens have tops on them.
Now, the turkey down in the bottom doesn't. But so far, we've not let the little turkeys out in anything that was not covered. We're fixing to.
Yeah.
We're going to chance some of our turkeys free ranging shortly. And one reason we've not done it is they are white. And every time we've had white chickens, the hawks are horrendous. They will
The hawks got every time we have a white chicken, the hawks.
We had 9 white chickens, and within 2 weeks, every one of them were gone.
Every one of them were gone. So
we're worried about the white baby turkeys. Even the gray baby turkeys look white. So we've got 20 baby turkeys, and we're really not wanting a hawk to tote them off.
Let's see. Stockman Home. Is that Stockman? Yeah. Stockman Homestead said, "How big is your corn crib?" Mine is 6 by 12.
Or 8 by 12.
8 by 12. It's 8 by 12. It's 8 by 12.
8.
It is 8 by 12.
Yeah, she's got a big area that she can't cover. Yeah.
During the daytime, then, if it's a hawk, the hawk will eat them right there in the pen. So I mean, because we've had it happen. We had our white ones out ranging in our big pen with no top on it, and the hawks got them every one.
Thank you, Mississippi Gulf Coast Gardener. We need to find out where they're at.
We do.
Send us an email at deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com and tell us about where you're at, Mississippi Gulf Coast Gardener. Now, what else?
Let's see.
What else have we done this week?
Oh, what have we done this week? Well, we built the woodshed. Everything but the slab.
Yeah, we're going to be working on the slab.
The slab will come next.
We'll do a video on that.
Yeah.
What have I been doing?
I worked on the greenhouse.
Oh, yeah. The greenhouse, if y'all hadn't already seen the video, the greenhouse video is up, and it is looking awesome. Danny even did some plants. We're starting.
I started a few tomato plants.
Tomatoes. We're fixing to start some peppers.
Yeah, peppers will be next.
You're going to transfer a pepper into the greenhouse from a container that's outside.
Yeah.
Hey, Sheila. What else? We're going to try some type of squash in there, but not the running squash. We want a bush squash, like yellow crookneck or the straight neck. I think.
Well, we realize we'll have to hand pollinate it.
Yeah.
Because there's no bees in there.
And we have coming 2 lights that will go in the ceiling that are grow lights.
Grow lights.
Instead of regular lights in the ceiling, we're going to have grow lights in the ceiling. What else plans for there? Other than just testing things and seeing what.
It's mostly just things that we're not trying to survive off of the greenhouse. Let me say that. The greenhouse in the wintertime, we have so much stuff canned. The greenhouse is really just it's like a bonus for us to be able to have something fresh, like a tomato or a fresh pepper, anything that's not frozen or canned, and maybe a few squash to eat. And I might even, I tried cucumbers last year. Cucumbers didn't work well because they have to all be hand pollinated.
Yeah. And we're going to try the squash, and it may be a chore. For some reason, though, the tomatoes pollinated. Well, you hand pollinated.
I hand pollinated all the tomatoes, yeah.
And they did really well.
They done fine.
We're doing the yellow pear tomatoes and the blueberry from the Indigo series because
And the cherry drop.
And the cherry drop, yeah, from the Indigo
From
series.
the Indigo series.
Those did awesome year before last, and we didn't put any in there last year, and I told him I want to go back to those. We ordered our shade cloth from Growers Solution. Growers Solution.
Yeah.
You can custom size it, I think, down to the inch, right?
Yes.
We did ours, what, 8 by 20?
10 by 20.
Danny ordered a 10 by 20 because our building is rectangular.
Yeah.
But if you need it 8 foot 2 inches, you can custom to that.
They'll custom make it, yes.
And we had all the outer seams sewed, and I had the
grommets put every foot.
Yeah, the grommets every foot, so that if you need to tie it off, you have it, or screw it off like Danny did.
Mm-hmm.
Faith wants to know what the explosion was. We had the sun hit our lawnmowers, and it was hitting the tire, and it blew the tire up. It sounded like a cannon going off.
Yeah.
And we've never had as far as both of us know, never seen a lawnmower tire explode in the sun.
No.
It hadn't been run in more than 24 hours because he'd used it the day before.
I used it the day before, yeah.
And where it was parking was a direct beam of sun straight down to it. So
it wasn't like the whole lawnmower was sitting in the sun.
Yeah, it's just
the tire.
Yeah, just where the sun. I don't know. I took pictures and showed. I mean, somewhere I've got where it shows. I think the first one shows where the sun was in proportion to it. If you look at it, you can see the shadows of where it is, and the sun was coming in between the house and the building. That's a walkway you see there, and the front tire is more in the sun than the rest of it, and it just had to have been beaming straight to it for whatever reason. Or we got one of those sun flares, or what do they call them? Solar flares that shoot out every now and then.
Hit directly on that tire, or it could have been like a magnifying glass, you know?
That's what I'm wondering, because it's just strange. We're seeing people everywhere say that they're seeing things burn, and their crops are burning just overnight. So it's according to where the sun is.
We talked to people this morning who said stuff just burn up.
Overnight.
Overnight.
Well, not overnight, but it's good one day and bad the next.
Well, that's overnight.
It didn't necessarily happen overnight. How old was the tire? Do you know? Those tires are not that old.
The tire's not that old. The tread was getting a little thin because the spindle on it's getting wore a little bit. So the tire kind of slides a little bit sideways rather than going straight. It's kind of like the front end on an automobile. The tire is not in perfect alignment anymore. And the tread was getting a little bit thin on it, but the tire's not that old because I just put tires on that lawnmower here a while back. And it's just that our ground, being sandy like it is, it just wears anything out.
Hey, Mapleberry. They're getting their little cabin going.
I know. They're getting it closed in. It's all looking good.
They're going to beat the snow, maybe.
That's what he said. He said they're going to beat the snow.
So how are we making out? We are doing great.
We are doing
as long as we stay inside in the middle of the day.
Well, yeah, because it's like scorching out there right now.
And it was in the 60s. Like, what'd you say?
68 this morning.
68 this morning.
Unheard of in August.
Yeah. Usually our lowest this time of the year is usually, what, 80 at night?
Yeah, usually 80 is the low temperature.
The low temperature. Usually by 10 o'clock in the morning, we're over 100 degrees.
Yeah.
And at night, it's like 80. So to have 68 as an overnight low is really good.
We were out this morning, me and Brian Laurie was working on his place. I was working on mine. Yesterday morning was 69. I put the metal roof on my building yesterday. It's just, guys, it's just, I took the tractor and drove up the road this morning just because I wanted a cold wind blowing in my face.
Leela Faye Andrews says their wheelbarrow tire
blew out and had lots of tread. Yeah.
So see, this is something weird. I mean,
there's something going on. I'm not sure what it is. Well, I know what it is. It's the sun, but.
Nosy but nice said the only thing that's not burning up there is her lemon balm and peppermint. Now I've got lemon balm
You
that
have
seems
both
to be
of them.
doing good. I have spearmint that's doing good. The peppermint's in a container, kind of half shaded, and it's doing well. So my herb garden's doing really well, and it is kind of in the sun, but seems like the sun's moved.
It
Usually
has
the
moved.
sun would hit my herb garden and just burn some of those plants up. But right now, the way the sun's positioned, my herb garden is surviving and looking awesome.
Mapleberry said they're going to be heading out to get their wood stove this week.
I might just
That's
see what
awesome.
kind they got.
I'm going to see what kind you get, yeah.
At what point do you go from stovepipe to chimney pipe through the roof?
Anytime I use single wall pipe, anytime I'm on the inside of the house. Once you go through a ceiling or a wall, then you need to immediately transfer to triple wall pipe and go through the thimble system to go through your roof. But single wall, you always want single wall on the living quarters of the house because that gives off heat to help heat the house as well as the stove does.
When is the best time of day to check soil temps for a fall garden?
Middle of the day.
We got to go check yours too.
I got to go today and check mine so I can put out our video this week on.
We kind of forgot.
This has been busy. I mean.
So a video tomorrow on the soil temps in our garden. They're getting an Energy Pacific. I don't know what that is. I'd have to look it up.
Okay.
Is it got a glass door and things like that? You can cook on it. That's a priority with us. We wanted where we could see a fire plus cook on it. And if you don't know, if you have glass door heaters and you struggle to clean them, I found the most awesome way to clean them. Very simple, very easy. Go check out the video. Was it on Crazy Days?
Guys, let me tell you something. If you want to know everything we do,
I can't remember.
We do so many videos because we have 2 channels.
Yeah.
We have Crazy Days and we have Deep South Homestead. Both of them are about Deep South Homestead.
Yeah, but Crazy Days is my twist on everything.
Crazy Days is Wanda's way of looking at other things here at Deep South Homestead because we have too many videos to put up on one channel.
And I like to be a little goofy sometimes. I like to take it to the funny side. Sometimes I'm serious. I show canning, I show cooking, but my candy corn craziness comes out every now and then. But I think the cleaner on the glass door is on Crazy Days. I'm not 100%. And y'all, when I found this was the easiest, most perfect way. I showed Heidi Lori and she just flipped out. She goes, I can't believe it's that easy. I said, yep, it is.
Laura, yes, Wanda grew microgreens last year in the greenhouse.
I was not real successful as what most people do.
Well, we didn't put forth the effort, really. I mean,
I had greens.
You did. The greens were fine. We just didn't harvest them like we should have.
The deal was the things I did as microgreens, most people don't do as microgreens.
Right.
That was the deal. And so now I've got to do something different. If I wouldn't do microgreens, I'm going to have to set it up like most people do. I didn't have what everybody else has to fix it. I was doing great Deep South way, cheap and easy.
Maple Berry said they have a glass door. You can cook an egg on top of it. That's like ours. Ours has a glass door. You can cook on top of it, which is awesome. If you're going to burn a fire in the fireplace or a wood heater, why not use it to cook with instead of using something else? That's our thoughts.
Yeah. If we're offline, I don't know it's showing green for us.
Ours, everything shows green. It shows we're having absolutely no problem.
Okay, it's in back now. So maybe it was theirs.
Could have.
Let's see. It says we're back now. So we went out for a second.
Actually, Cynthia says, no, you have 3 channels. You have All God's Children. That's true. We do have another channel.
But we don't put a video up.
But we only have 2 homesteading channels.
Yeah, All God's Children is when God leads Danny to put something up, he does. And so we're not pushed to keep that channel going 24 hours a day.
Yeah. And
even on Crazy Days, I'm backing off. I'm not putting a video up every day. When I can, I will put one up every day. But some days it's just too much. I do good to keep Deep South going. So Crazy Days is sometimes every other day, sometimes every day, sometimes every 2 or 3 days, according to what I can get done. And I usually post in the late evening, anywhere from 4 to 10 o'clock at night. Never know with me.
Leatherface says you got to add 4 channels now because Porch Time's its own channel.
Well, even that, people want me to do Hank a channel by himself.
Yep.
But I can't.
We can't.
He's just going to have to stay on Crazy Days. Y'all going to have to go over to Crazy Days. Hank has a vlog once a week.
He gets a once a week vlog.
And I think there's about 4 of them up now with Hank's vlog. So the last 4 weeks he's had his own little video.
Yep.
And every week I'll try to do something Hank. I will do a Hank vlog if I can keep it up.
Claudia says, I cook with my wood stove and I just love it.
The food tastes different.
Look, I don't know what it is, guys. Wanda and I tried an experiment one year. We took a pot of oatmeal and set it on the stove. We took the same pot after we cooked it on the stove, took it and put it on the wood heater and cooked the oatmeal. The oatmeal turned out completely different in both times. Completely different. Same oatmeal, same pot, 2 different cooking methods.
It's
totally
awesome.
different.
On the wood stove, so much creamier, tastes better. Yeah. It was the oatmeal I remember as a child, even though my mom didn't cook on a wood stove, but she did use a gas stove.
She did use, yeah.
And I do believe a gas stove would be different than a cooktop, electric cooktop. I mean, if I can get it out. Yeah, Lou says she's missing her wood burning stove. Hey, 7D.
Hey.
She says she can't keep up with everything, trying so hard. She likes.
She loves cooking on a wood stove, and Miss Sherry.
If y'all haven't seen 7D Farms, you need to go.
That woman can cook some mean bread now. I mean, woman.
I'm out of bread, by the way, Sherry. I gotta get with you.
That woman can cook some bread.
I love her jalapeno cheddar bread, and every time I get a chance, I get a couple of loaves from her, and I slice it all up and stick it in the freezer. And every morning, Danny will take me a piece out and toast it to go with my eggs, and I'm good for about nearly 2 months.
About 2 months.
Because he slices it.
I slice it so thin where she can. Oh.
And man, we're gonna have to see if they.
We're gonna have to get some more. We're gonna have to get her to send you some more of that bread down here because I don't eat it, but she does.
And Sherry, by the way, Dolly is doing awesome.
Oh yeah, she's doing great.
Yeah, she's doing really, really good. Danny's brushed out most of the curliness that winter hair.
She's almost slick now.
And her head looks too big for her body. She's a Jersey.
She's a Jersey though, and she's gonna always have that different look.
She's got that head and then her body, but her body's filling out, and we're hoping she's getting close to breeding age. We should in the next month or so.
Yeah, she should. She should be there now, really. But we just moved into a new pasture with about 3 foot deep grass, and they just stay there.
Yeah. So Dexter has filled out. He's so round and black and shiny. He's looking really awesome.
Yeah.
Dolly is getting there. She's looking round. This new pasture, they're staying in the Red Ripper peas.
They won't get out of them. They just stay down there in them.
We were wondering if cow peas really was something cows like.
Definitely.
They love them.
Those Red Rippers were like 3 feet deep. And those cows just every day they just stay in the peas. They don't, I mean, they'll munch around on the grass every now and then, but they go back to the peas all the time.
Yeah. Will she be a big cow?
Nope.
No, she's part Dexter. So she's going to be small. She'll be probably not as small as our Mr. Dexter, but she's not much bigger. They're almost the same size, aren't they?
Right now, they're pretty close to being exactly the same size. Yeah.
And she's going to be our milk cow when we finally get her bred and we have a baby, and that's months down the road because it takes
next year
9 months for a cow.
Like a woman, yeah.
And the goats, Zoe and Ellie Mae and Honey, will be bred hopefully next month.
Yeah, we're hoping to breed them next month.
See about that next month.
If not, it'll be in October. If not, in
September or October. So we will be expecting babies next year.
We're hoping.
Take care, Saddle Ridge.
Yep.
Somebody, they're going to mow the grass.
I seen they said they gotta go mow. I mowed yesterday.
Yeah, we got a lot we got to do over the next few days. We're going to lose battery too. I forgot to plug us up.
Oh,
So
yeah, we're fixing to run out of battery. Okay.
Yeah, let me get that while I'm thinking. That's going to be, I forgot that part.
It's always something. It's always something. Technology. Yeah, just unplug my battery charger while you're there too.
Yes, sir.
It's already charged. But anyway.
Talk about the back wall.
Yeah, we're actually the wall behind me. Y'all see here. I finally got the wire put in between the boards for the chinking. Hopefully in the pretty near future, we're gonna get the clear coat put on this. And then once the clear coat's put on it, we'll be able to tape it up, and we'll be able to.
Well, that didn't help.
Oh boy, I took a flip, didn't I?
I bumped the wrong thing.
Well, Miss Wanda here,
I'm clumsy.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that on live stream, but
I am clumsy.
But yeah, we're gonna try to get the grout, the cement, wherever you want to call it, in between the chinking. That'd be a better word. The chinking in between the boards. So this wall will be finished, and then we're going to be working on the wall over here on the side. And once we get to that point, we'll show you that wall too.
You know what? Our screen is right now.
It was in battery saver mode.
No wonder we couldn't read this.
That's the reason. Our computer's bright now. Okay.
It's fine now. If I'd have plugged it up, we would have been fine.
Yeah, we've been running in battery. We got battery saver mode turned on, so the screen was dark. Okay.
That's funny.
I turned it on here a while back when we were. Okay.
Yeah, when we go to town, we turn everything off. So.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Anyway.
So that's one project. The woodshed's another one we're finishing.
Yeah.
What else are we going to be working on?
Oh gosh, I just gotta. You just.
I bumped it. I know.
Yeah. Well, that's a little too high. We gotta get back where we were.
He's just messing with everything.
There we go. That's back. That's close enough for me anyway. Close enough for government work.
Sugarcane. Probably October to November.
Depending on the weather.
My nose is itching. Somebody's talking about us.
Well, they're all talking about you on here.
They're calling me clumsy.
Yeah, sugarcane will be one of our next big things. Of course, we got to finish digging the sweet potatoes. We still got goboodles. Is that a word? Goboodle?
Lots of sweet potatoes.
Lots of sweet potatoes. Okay.
I don't know if I'll ever get them all canned.
I don't know what we're gonna do with them.
I don't know where we're putting them.
I don't know where we're gonna put them.
I sent some home with Ashley. I don't know if she's cooked them yet.
We still got purple ones to dig. We still got white ones to dig.
And a whole field of.
And there was 7 long more rows of the red ones. Oh my gosh.
Somebody want to help with sweet potatoes? Miss Ashley came. She'll probably be back.
She'll be back. I will be back. Yeah.
Yeah. If y'all want to come help dig, you want to come help can, whatever.
Whatever.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I gotta do it all winter long probably, and then we'll start sugarcane. By the time I get halfway caught up, sugarcane kicks in. And we're looking at least a week of sugarcane.
At least.
Because it was 8 days last year. And he was hoping to get his big pan.
If I'd have had my big pan hooked up and get the shed built on that, I could have done it in one day. But
we didn't get it done.
We didn't get it done. It takes money. We just don't have a lot of it. So we have to.
Yeah, we're prioritizing what needs it first. And so
yeah.
That's on the list, the to-do list. To get you a shed over the part for the building.
Brenda Duncan says if your nose itches, you have company coming with holes in their britches.
Well, we probably got company coming. We'll just see. We need a second root cellar. Oh.
Ashley said, I will very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to have a second root cellar. I really
would.
What
we would love is the Wampini.
The Wapini.
Wapini, something like that, where it would be half underground.
The top would be
like an old-fashioned
one side
barn,
exposed, yeah.
Where the animals can go in, where we could store stuff, where we could even grow stuff.
Everything.
We just got a whole idea. If we were rich, we would have all this stuff, but we're not rich. So we just have to take it one step at a time. Sweet potatoes grow on the same as others. I'm not sure.
Sweet potatoes grow the same as others.
Other what? You talking about white potatoes? No.
Yeah.
Not really.
white sweet potatoes. They got, depends on if you're talking about white sweet potatoes or you're talking about Irish potatoes.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that. Mabel Berry, you'll have to explain yourself. I'm not getting that unless I've missed something up there. Something about they're growing something in some type of potatoes in hay bales. So that's probably regular Irish potatoes, right?
I've seen people do all of them in it. We can't do it here because of the fire ants, but
yeah. You can do almost anything with sweet potatoes. So he said, "Yep, other potatoes." He don't know either. Not sure.
Okay.
You could probably grow sweet potatoes in a hay bale in Canada, right?
Well, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, you put your slips in, you probably could. It probably would do okay. Yeah, Cray's family said we could do a shipping container. Those would just be too hot here in the South.
Yeah, they're too hot.
Even buried underground.
You bury them under the ground. I mean, our cellar right now is 3 feet underground, the top of it. And you go in my cellar right now, it's 80-something degrees.
Yeah, it's around 80 degrees.
Because our air inlets that go in is bringing 100-something degree temperature in there. And it's overwhelming to the ground temperature. Plus the ground's 3 feet deep here is still 80 to 90 degrees because of the extreme heat of the sun on it all day.
It's not cooled off yet.
Yeah, the night just doesn't cool off.
Okay. All right, so what you fixing to go do? Take a nap?
No, I don't know what I'm going to go do. It's just, I got a few things done outside. I may go do some more digging. I don't know. It just depends.
Yes, he has been working like crazy outside. When he can get outside, he comes in middle of the day and takes a nap. Like a little kid.
I take a nap during the middle of the day because I'm usually up most of the night.
Lou said she thought sweet potatoes needed sandy soil and heat. She said, I grow a lot in straw bales. The potatoes in bales, she's got her regular potatoes in bales now, but you add soil to the seeds when starting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think you probably could add some and make sweet potatoes, but I'm not sure. It'd be an experiment if you did it. We can't do it here.
You can't do it here.
Because of the ants.
You put a bale of straw down here and put something in it, the ants will make an ant bed out of it in a day.
Yeah, Sheila says she's enjoying the plastic covering temperature experiment. Yeah, we got to go see about that. That's something we're fixing to check when it cools off. Well, we can't wait till it cools off.
No, you got to do it in the heat.
You got to do it in the middle of the day.
Yeah, I have to go out there and suffer over that freaking 100-something degree plastic, sitting there waiting on that thermometer.
Eat a pecan cookie. Somebody sent me a message saying that they made pecan cookies for the first time and said they really enjoyed them.
They said it was like heaven.
They're going to have to send me their name because all I've got is a phone number and I don't know exactly who sent it. So if you guys send me messages, give me your real name or your YouTube name or something. Because I get people mixed up because we have so many. And then if no name pops up, I really don't have a clue who you are. So, I mean, y'all have to forgive me. I try to answer as many people as I can, and I answered them, but I'm not sure who I answered. And they built a greenhouse. They just put their greenhouse up. They sent a greenhouse picture, and I still have no clue who it is.
Claudia said, my walking onions had sand on them. LOL. They smelled so good. Thanks for the seeds.
She just got her seeds.
Yeah.
Her stuff. Yeah, they smell amazing. When we went to the post office, the woman said something about, is it perishable?
Yeah.
And Danny said, yeah, and she goes, oh, yeah, I can smell the onions.
Yeah.
Christy says she's got ants starting to come in the house.
We had a few in our house yesterday for the first time. Gosh, I don't know. I don't even remember the last time we had ants in the house. It's been years.
Yeah. Little Red Hen got some potting soil at Walmart for $1 a bag.
We didn't even look today.
No, you forgot.
I forgot.
You did get a couple of things that were.
I picked up.
It was a fertilizer.
I picked up a small bag of fertilizer for like $5. It's like 444. Plus, it has the microrhizobial bacteria in it. It's got the magnesium in it. It's got calcium in it. It's got all that stuff.
Plants,
right? For starting plants. So I mix up the dirt to start the plants in. Yeah. Or when I put in our containers in the greenhouse, mixing it in with that.
Yeah, that's what he got. some.
You got a good deal on that.
Yeah.
And then the wasp spray, they had like double size for $2.
Yeah, and I got all these shirts, guys. I love these ribbed tank tops. And usually Walmart, the last time I looked, didn't have any, but they had marked them all down today. So I got 5 new tank tops at Walmart for $15. I was really thrilled. Danny's like, you don't need any more shirts. And I'm going, yes, I do.
Barbara says, Danny, how do you dry mustard seed or spinach seeds?
Same way you would the lettuce?
Just like lettuce or tender greens or anything, you let them completely mature on the plant, and before they bust open and spill on the ground, you take them off and you rub them between your hands over a bowl or anything like that, and then you can, use a fan to blow the chaff off if you don't have any other way to do it.
You have a video on mustard seeds.
I have a video on saving turnip greens and mustard seeds and all that. So
or tender greens may have been. I don't remember something like that.
I think it was tender greens.
I think it might have been tender greens, but we have a seed saving playlist.
Yeah.
And go through the playlist and find where he's saving either tender greens or something, and it's the same process. Bye, Sheila. We got to run too.
Wonder if the ants know cold weather is coming. They might.
Let's hope they go in the ground.
Lou's Northern Home says, we have gnats. Fruit flies are bad this year. If we ever go to the store and get bananas, we have fruit flies in the house, so we quit doing that.
Yeah, we don't hardly ever buy banana.
We hardly ever buy a banana anymore.
What kind of outside expensive do you occur that you must have, like diesel for the tractor? Our outside expenses? It would be diesel for the tractor.
Diesel is one of the main ones. The gas for the lawnmower.
For the tractor, it would be the oil filter and the oil, because you have to change it pretty regular.
That's got to stay changed regular. Grease for the fittings on everything. Tube grease for the grease gun.
The truck would be the same thing.
Same thing.
Oil and changing the oil and filters and things like that.
Just routine maintenance stuff.
All that is
good pruners. Extra. You want good hand pruners, good hose, good shovels. I mean, things like that. Those are the kind of things. Buy the best. Don't skimp when you go to buy something. If you buy a wheelbarrow, buy the best. Don't buy one of these plastic things. Get out there and buy. I like the double wheel ones. I mean, mine's single wheel, but I'd love to have a double wheel one. Because guys, look, hand tools. If you skimp, you get what you pay for. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah, we have a lot of awesome hand tools. What else do we? Outside expense that we just have to have. Mainly in food wise would be almond flour and coconut oil. That's 2 of our biggest expenses because we don't grow that. Coffee. And those 3 things. Sugar. I'm trying.
We don't go to the store and buy our sugar. We order it.
Yeah, I've been ordering it from Walmart. I get about nearly $3 cheaper by ordering it from Walmart.com.
Yeah.
I get it for 8 something. If I'm in the store, it's 12. And they deliver right to our door.
Yeah.
Right now, butter and cheese is an expense that we have to buy. But when our girls all start having babies next year, we make our own butter and cheese. We'll be good.
We're hoping everything goes all right. Jan said her neighbor's pecan trees is already dropping immature pecans like crazy. Well, there won't be no crop on that tree. It must have done a lot of raining in May.
I'm trying to think, what else do we have to have?
Brenda said they're hoping that the rain will stop long enough that they get to cut hay.
Oh, they had trouble last time with that.
Last year they had problems. I remember them talking about it in the spring.
Y'all might want to watch out. Dollar General tomorrow. They're having a half off all clearance stuff. Garden. We have a Dollar General just right up the road here, out in the country. They just stuck one out in the middle of the country. So we've never been, so we may have to check them out and see. Just under $10 for a 25-pound of sugar locally. Yeah, this was $8.50 or $8.90 or $8.89 or something at Walmart.com for 25 pounds, and they bring it to the door. So at our Walmart, it's
a little bit sleepy now.
12 or 12 something. It's right at $12.
Yeah. Time to Sew says, "Gotta run. I'm going to take a nap too."
Yeah, he's getting ready to take his
I may
nap.
do the same thing if I keep sitting here yawning. That's funny.
Yeah, we're not out a lot of expenses. Razors, things like
Yeah.
that, we have to buy. That's outside expense. Um, We buy a little bit of toilet paper. We haven't bought toilet paper in months and months.
Months and months and months.
I went to the family cloths. I love them, so it cut toilet paper down to a very minimum.
Very minimal.
We stocked up on it, and we still have a stock. And
Lou, yes, it is cane sugar.
then we have paper towels, and we're fixing to start cutting paper towels out. Before long, I'm going to start using the hand cloths. I've just got to get them all made. Did you take chemo?
No, I've never had cancer.
He's never had cancer.
Now, my wife that passed away had cancer.
And she did take chemo.
And she did take chemo several times, but I have never had chemo. Now, I've been in contact with it a lot, but I've never took it.
Okay. So, you ready?
Thank you.
What is your budget for those items in a month? Whew.
We mostly all of them have already been bought years back. We don't.
Gas and stuff. How much you spend a month, maybe?
On gas
or diesel?
Diesel for the tractor. I spend about $20 a month.
Yeah, because we're not going.
My tractor just gets good mileage. I mean,
yeah.
We
don't change the oil and stuff. But
I change the oil every
3 months, maybe.
Every 100 and something hours, so it's only been changed twice. So.
And with the truck, it's ever so many miles, and so we don't put any miles on the truck, so it doesn't get done.
Our truck expense per month is what, about $40 a month in gas?
Maybe.
We spend about $40 a month in gas
for our truck. That. There's Rambling Rose.
Cindy says, "What do you use instead of toilet paper?" Wanda uses a family cloth. Now, I still use the toilet paper, but Wanda uses
toilet paper too for the yucky stuff.
Yeah.
But just drying. If you go to family cloths, I have 2 videos up on Deep South Homestead on family cloths. Type in family cloths or type in ways to save on toilet paper or something like that. I forgot what the video title is. They are flannel. Somebody sent them to me. They were about 4 by 6, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Pieces of flannel cut, and you tri-fold them. And I swear, women, if you ever try it, you think it's yucky to start with, get it out of your mind, try it, you'll love it, you'll thank me, because you are so much drier, you feel fresher, it's just better. I wouldn't trade it I wouldn't go back. When I use toilet paper, I'm like, yeah, never mind. Toilet paper's nasty. Okay, well, let's get off toilet paper.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Somebody says they're allergic to most toilet paper, so that might be the answer. Yes. The lady that sent me the flannel, she used 2 flannel pillowcases that she bought at a secondhand store for like a quarter or 50 cents. And I have like 30 cloths. I've been using them for 2 years, and they still look as clean and neat as they did 2 years ago. And I only bleach them like every 3rd or 4th washing. And I don't put a lot of bleach, and they still look good. They're not wore out. They were some really good flannel. You can buy baby blankets for 50 cents or $1 at a secondhand store that are made out of flannel, and use those. It's easy, cheap way to have them. Just saying.
Well, there's been several questions that got by me there, but Shani said, "I got my walking onions. They smell great and look good.
Good.
I'm glad they arrived in good shape. We just sent a bunch more off this morning."
Yeah, I sent some more out today. Crazy Family says they agree with the family cloths. Yeah.
Southern Prairie Homestead had another question up there, and I forgot
about dehydrating berries, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I have tried dehydrating blueberries, and you do have to prick
each one. Yeah, prick every one of them. It ain't worth it, does.
And it takes more than like 2 days to dehydrate them, and I was like, no. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, Christy said, "I need to go back to the cloths and stop flushing. It's just so much money." Yeah, it is.
It does save in the long run. A lot of people asked about the washing. Look, I don't wash. You don't have to wash that often if you have enough of the cloths. You can do a
Just
laundry.
put them over in it. Buy you a chamber pot.
Or any pot with the lid on it.
With a lid on it. Throw them over in it. You know, you can soak them in whatever you do. What do you soak yours in? I mean,
I put a touch of pine sol, but mine is a fresh scented pine sol in mine because I like the scent. And then I bleach them, like I said, once every 3 or 4 washings. I'll put a touch of bleach in it, and they're still fine and dandy.
Lou said they froze all their blueberries this year. We freeze all of ours anyway.
Yeah, so you could do washcloths too.
Yep.
That was what I was thinking of using until the lady sent me the flannel. And these cheap washcloths, Danny said, are really rough.
They're too rough.
He wants the good washcloths.
I want the good washcloth. I don't want to feel like I'm bathing with sandpaper.
So we have a different. I like a rough washcloth because I just like to feel like I'm scrubbing. He wants the soft. He's got baby skin. He has to have good.
I do.
Stuff.
I got the soft skin, y'all. You can look at my hands and tell just how soft my skin is. Look at that. Like a dried up whatever. You know, like freaking leather.
He just likes those good, expensive washcloths. And
Claudia's right though. Toilet paper's made out of recycled stuff. It's hard to know what.
I know, and do you really want that on you?
I don't, but I don't have a choice.
But you don't have a choice.
Yeah, I have choices, but I don't like the alternatives.
Me either. Not with some stuff. Okay.
Let's see. Anyway.
All right.
Let's see here. I got to get busy.
I know. We gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go, guys.
I just come running in the house, and she said, "We're gonna go live in 5 minutes." I'm like, "What? I hadn't eaten. I hadn't got my plate ready or nothing."
We always do this. We're always late. But we've got.
Jan says formaldehyde is used to process toilet paper. Formaldehyde is what they embalm you with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not nice to know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Enough of that. Have a great day. Watch out for exploding tires.
Yeah, the sun is strong.
Now just be careful where you park your vehicles, your lawnmowers, you know, watch. I mean, it's not in direct with the sun beaming down. Turn it the other way, do something.
Oh, Yokohama said you could grow the loofahs. You could use a loofah.
Oh, that sounds a little rough.
That's pretty rough, ain't it?
Well, for washing,
yes. For washing, it's great.
Yeah. So, yeah, that would work for washing. I do have some loofahs that people have given me, and I do use some soaps that have loofahs in the soap, and I love that. Where you pour your soap around the loofah, and as you wash, you can use it. It's awesome. All right. Talk to you guys later. You ready?
Almost gone.
He's almost gone, guys. Tell him bye. Get over here. He's being chilly.
All right, guys. It's time for us to go get busy and get our day started again. After a wonderful meal from the Kasori, brought to you by Kasori.
They're going to like us if we do lots of videos. Guys, we'll have videos coming up. Look for the giveaway. If you hadn't already, the link on one of the lights, the camping light, there's a link in the description. Go to it and register. You could win the camping light.
Yes.
That one they're doing a giveaway.
They're doing a giveaway on the camping light.
And the Kasori will do a giveaway, and I'm not sure who else. But right now I know
we're going to have some appliances for sale in the very near future if you want one.
And I'm going to have more reviews. You guys are going to have to forgive us for the reviews, but when people send us stuff,
there's lots of things we want, and the only way we can get them is just to do the reviews. So.
Yeah, they send us to them. You don't have to buy them if you don't like them, but we are going to do a review, and we're going to be honest about it.
We're going to be honest about what we find out anyway.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.